never seen one of these. Wild. I'm in Yankton, South Dakota. Property records for the house behind me say it was built in 1885, so it's likely there's some Pioneer era artifacts buried out back. I got permission to excavate the backyard, so we'll head back there. I took a closer look, and this architecture appears to be all original. If you notice the peaks on the crown moldings above the windows, that's typical of an 1880s era house. Here's the backyard. I spent a bit of time gridding this out, pushing probe rods through the ground, feeling for differences in compaction. And right over here, next to that yellow marker, I ended up hitting some glass and some stove ashes to take the topsoil off and see what's down there. We have two pieces, maybe our first two whole pieces, just about through this ash layer, and you see some kind of a use layer starting. Looks like a crown top soda bottle, contents 8 fluid ounces. That's circa 1920, World War I era. And this looks like it could be an ink bottle. Oh wow, that's an oldie. Let's see. L.H. Thomas. Oh wow, that's turn of the century. Look at that. And over here, looks like there's a liquor flask and maybe a drugstore bottle on the way out. Looks like maybe a third bottle. You got a drugstore bottle, tooled top, reinforced lip, World War I era. And let's see, a shoe fly liquor flask. That's turn of the century. It's getting better age. And this one's got me wondering, what is going on with this? I have no idea what this is. Could be like a paperweight, possibly. There's no markings that I can see on it. If anyone knows what this is, drop a comment. This pit is absolutely loaded. Got a ton of pieces on the way out, and I probed out a ton more down below. The age is getting better. This stuff has tooled tops. There's no embossing on that, but it's got a reinforced lip. Like some kind of cup. Wow, look at that color. That's wild. Let's see, might be more pieces below here. And another bottle. Okay. Wow, French square style. Sometimes these will have writing on the glass from the company that sold it. Nothing on this one. Has some groundwater in it though. Oh, we're nearly through the ash layer. On this side, that's where all these fragments are coming from, all this junk. It's like a jelly jar of some sort. I'll have to clear this off. An Acme jelly jar. And some broken fragments. A broken cup. This one here is interesting. It's Here's some kind of graniteware. That's an old drinking cup there. It's enamelware. You can see it's got two colors. It's got a blue handle, white body of it. Let's see. Okay, and this amber piece looks like some kind of amber bottle. These usually contain some kind of chemical. We do have writing on the bottom. Abbott Alkaloidal Company, Chicago, Illinois. Kind of a cool piece. Looks like maybe a cold cream container on the way out here. Another cup. It's had some nice patterns. Let's see here. There's just stuff everywhere in here. Oh, that's kind of fancy. Had a paper label. It's about deteriorated. Sometimes these have writing on the bottom. That's a really fancy cold cream container. What do we have here? There's a lot of writing. Horlicks malted milk, Racine, Wisconsin. Sometimes these have a ground lift, this one doesn't. Early machine made. There's a lot of writing on that one. And maybe some kind of wine bottle. Got a nice color. Wow, that's a big one. So it's a turn mold piece. That's a big one, circa 1900. Down into the use layer, got a cold cream container and a bottle of some sort. Looks like there's writing on it. Glycothymoline, Cress Owens and Company, New York. That's a tooled top. It's a shoulder embossed there, you can see. Let's see. Another one of these cold cream containers had a paper label on it, but it's too far gone. That's a strange, looks like a drugstore bottle. It's paneled. That's interesting. It's longer than most drugstore bottles. And another cold cream container. Looks like some kind of a coffee cup. Oh, that's awesome. It's intact. It's cracked. That's likely why they threw it away, but it's got a nice pattern to it. Let's see. Up over here, there looks to be an extract bottle sticking up the side. Or a drugstore bottle. Ah, okay. Thought that was writing on it. It's writing, but it's just measurements, not a drugstore's name. And we have, looks to be an ink bottle over here. Yeah, early machine made. Carter's ink. Oh, look at that. Reinforced lip drugstore bottle. Same World War I era, just prior possibly. Looks like a soda, maybe a beer. Definitely a beer. That's machine made. No markings on it. Wow, look at all this stuff. Okay, some kind of, let's see, dye company? Radium Dye Company, Kansas City, Missouri. Wow, that's a early machine-made piece. I've never heard of this before. Kansas City, Missouri. Some kind of toiletry for sure. Let's see. Wow, I can't even get my trowel through the ground. There's so much stuff in here. Look at all this. Broken drinking glass. Early machine-made preserve container, could have contained relish, something along those lines. They're just stacked in here. Another beer bottle. No markings. It was machine-made though. Okay, that's a tooled top. Looks like some kind of chemical bottle. PD and Company. That's Park Davis and Company. They sold pharmaceutical products, I believe, out of Michigan. Okay. Ketchup bottle. What do we have on here? Can't tell the machine mark. I went through the stamp. That's early machine made though. And a early machine made drugstore bottle. Lyric style. That's the Illinois Glass Company mark, that eye and a diamond. Early machine-made shoe polish, shoe dressing type bottle. So you guys are probably wondering what's going on here. I've concluded this is likely an old outhouse pit that I'm digging up. We're right on the property line. If you see the different layers we're digging through, this is the topsoil backfill, and there's ashes, stove ashes, and underneath is where all the items were thrown. It was just a convenient dumping place once the outhouse filled up. So we should be getting down into a use layer soon. And in the meantime, we've got a few bottles on the way out. It's like a medicine bottle, a drugstore bottle. It's getting better age to it. Sometimes these have the style. Looks like this one's WBM Company, Western Bottle Manufacturing Company. They made a lot of pharmaceutical supplies. And it looks like another drugstore bottle. Some broken stuff in here. No embossing. It's got the graduated size and reinforced lip. It's 1908 to World War I era. Bigger piece here. Looks like some kind of a oil bottle. Early machine made. Bottom's blown out. Another one of these glass pieces. We thought maybe it was a soap dish or some kind of advertising piece. It's got ridges on this side. It did have some kind of paper. The label's too far gone though. Oh, there's a bottle underneath it. Okay, another toiletry type product. It's a tooled top. The A.S. Hinz Company of Portland, Maine sold a lot of products in this style of bottle. And a machine-made prescription bottle made by the Illinois Glass Company. Early machine-made. We have Kirka, Paris, France. That's definitely some kind of toiletry, perfume, cologne, jeweled top. Early machine-made beer. No embossing. Oh, here we go. That's an older mason jar. Dre mason. Looks like a drugstore bottle. Reinforced lip. No increments. Oh, some kind of little maybe powder jar of some sort. Machine made. Jeweled top drugstore bottle. No embossing. And some kind of little vial or... Huh. It's like the tip of a syringe. Huh. Early machine made. Owens Illinois Glass Company. I dug a test hole down. There's no end in sight. Solid stove ashes. But ended up spotting 4 pieces here. Looks like some kind of toiletry. Niall quality. That's a early machine made piece. Some kind of toiletry of some sort. Something in here. Let's see. Looks like a extract bottle. Tooled top. Would have had a paper label, no embossing though. Got 6 pieces on the way out. This is the most obvious one here. It's a lid I'd loosen. Oh, whoa! Look at this stuff underneath it. So here's some kind of metal basin. Could be a plate of some sort. Enamelware. But look at this. Citrate of magnesia. It's a early machine made. That's awesome. And it's like a little perfume bottle. Sometimes these have some fancy writing on them. This one's blank. And okay, I recognize this. It's a tooled top. It's a Saxlinger's Bitter Quell. It's actually a laxative water. I find these all over the Midwest. There's this circular thing sticking out of the wall. It's looks like the bottom to a flower planter. Sometimes these have company names or stamps. This one doesn't. It's filled with stove ashes. I saw a couple, some semi-porcelain lids. This one has a nice pattern. Actually, both of them do. They're possibly teapot lids of some sort. Let's see here. This. Okay, it's a bean pot. And I see any stamping on it. That's ironstone china. Huh. It almost looks like a salad dressing bottle. Oh, Durkee. Yeah, you're a Durkee and Company. Looks like a novelty salt shaker made for the company that made salad dressing. And a cold cream container, remnants of a paper label, no embossing. There's a ruby flash piece here that could be interesting. Sometimes those have town names on it, but I gotta dig around it first. Saw a few pieces sticking out. It's like some little machine-made pill bottle of some sort. A little machine-made jar. Could have had some kind of powder, apothecary type product in it. Chamber pot lid. Oh, okay, an ironstone plate. Ironstone china, SI warranted, J and EM. I have a hunch that could be the Meakin family's initials. Alright, could this be intact? What do we have here? That's awesome. Ruby flash pitcher. There's no advertising on it, but these are always fun to find. That color is amazing. It's like some kind of figurine. Maybe a few. Oh wow, that's wild. Looks like some kind of maybe a toothpick holder or some kind of doll's shoe. Has that Victorian pattern. Some flowers, ornamental pieces. It's porcelain, I believe. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Looks like some kind of a headless figurine. Must have broken, and that's why they threw it down. There's another one next to it here. Could that be maybe some kind of religious figurine? Maybe represents the baby Jesus of some sort. Wow. Okay, this looks broken. Yeah, it's a broken machine-made beer. There's stuff falling out. Some kind of food bottle. Paper label. It's too far gone to read. No other embossing. The coffee cup. Ironstone china coffee cup. Utility wear piece. Machine-made beer bottle. Oh wow. Okay, Gordon's Dry Gin from England. This was a very popular product around the turn of the century. It was ordered in by the crate. Looks like... Huh. Another citrate of magnesia. Oh, that's some beautiful embossing. Look at that. It's a early machine-made piece. And tool top drugstore bottle. Must have had a hard landing back in the day. All kinds of stuff in here. Some more shells. I'm willing to bet this family went on a trip at some point and brought these home. Another drugstore bottle. Reinforced lip, circa 1910. Okay, another one of those drugstore bottles with the increments going down the front. Reinforced lip. These bottles are packed in here. Can't even put the trowel in without hitting something. It's like machine-made beer bottle. And another. Here's a tooled top, getting better age. Early machine made, we're right at that transition era around 1910 when they switched from tool top to machine made bottles. Little ironstone china plate. Royal Ironstone China, Alfred Meekin, England. He sold a ton of products around this time, around that turn of the century mark. Okay, tooled top beer. There we go. J. Heileman Brewing Company, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Again, these are just packed in here. This is amazing. Early machine made, no embossing. This has some nice color to it. Okay, tooled top. Look at that. Beautiful aqua. So I got that AB connected mark. Look at that. It's like a green, almost teal color. That's amazing. Oh wow, this plate's intact. Royal Ironstone China, another Alfred Meekin from England. Some kind of a medicine. Saman's vegetable liniment. I've never dug one of these. It's a tooled top. It's a kind of chemical bottle. E.L. and Company. Haven't dug one of these before either. Tooled top. Another machine made beer, no embossing. Oh wow. See, it's all starting to fall out. Looks like, okay, it's an Eagle style flask. You can see it has this ring on the neck, that's the indicator, it's early machine made. And this is trying to fall out. It's a broken beer bottle. Oh wow, okay. Got a early machine made Lee and Perrins. Lee and Perrins Worcestershire sauce. Just a melted jar, must have melted in a stove way back when. Down into an ash layer. Got some more stuff here. Another lid. Huh. It's got kind of a nice pattern on it, semi-porcelain. Looks like some more beers. Early machine made, no embossing. Early machine made, same, no embossing. A tool top drugstore bottle, reinforced lip, no other markings. Look at all this stuff, this is amazing. Looks like a tooled crown top. English ale of some sort, I think. Some kind of little pill vial. Isn't a ground lip, machine made though. Huh. Looks like it could be a ketchup bottle. It's machine made, early machine made. Bottom's blown out. Some kind of a preserve jar, early machine made. Tooled top. What do we got here? That's no embossing on it. Sometimes these will be embossed with this style here. Looks like a beer bottle on the way out. Oh, okay, another citrate of magnesia. Has that fancy writing. That's cool. It's a tooled top. Broken beer bottle. Oh, this is cool. It's a ground lip. Some kind of decorative piece. Not entirely sure. It's like a NB and Company. It's like a Paris-style drugstore bottle. Oh wow, that's a cool stamping. I've dug these down here in South Dakota with this stamping. Must have been popular around the area. Machine-made beer, no embossing. Broken one. And a tooled top beer. Okay. John Gunn Brewing Company, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Oh wow, some kind of oil lamp? I've never seen anything like this before. This actually might be true red glass. It would have had to add gold to it to make it this color. That's truly amazing. Tooled top Eagle style flask, pint sized. Whoa, that was a big drugstore bottle. That was a 32 ounce size. These are very rarely found. Clearly broke when they threw it, but I think it was a Philadelphia Oval style. It's like a tooled top, reinforced lip, drugstore bottle. Another tooled top Eagle flask.
machine-made beer bottle. It's blank. Blank drugstore bottle. There's a lot of blank ones from this era in Yankton. And another. There's actually only one drugstore during this time that embossed their bottles here in Yankton. It was Walbaum and Asif. The rest of them were all blank. Still no end in sight. This is something else. Got a bunch of drugstore bottles on the way out. Tooled top, 8 ounce. Here we go. Finally one with embossing. Gable and Peacock Pharmacists, Illinois and 16th, Indianapolis, Indiana. Wow, that's a Paris style, circa 1910. Unembossed drugstore bottle, no embossing. Oh, looks like some kind of a malt extract. AB Company 7, that's the American Bottle Company. It's a circa 1910 piece. This one should have been embossed. That's a big one. Big old drugstore bottle of 12 ounce size, I believe. Broken beer. Incremented side drugstore bottle. Another malt extract. Another AB Company. Another one with embossing. We must be getting down into that era. Walbaum and Asif, druggists, Yankton, South Dakota. I mentioned earlier that this was the final drugstore to emboss bottles here in Yankton. We've literally got a wall of bottles. This is wild. We still haven't even found bottom, but loosen this one. It's a Paris style drugstore bottle circa 1910. Look at this. Another one of these with the increments, still has some medicine in it, looks like. Tool crown top beer bottle. AB Company, American Bottle Company. Some kind of toiletry perfume bottle, no embossing. Here we go. Machine-made beer. Looks like a tooled top Eagle style flask. Reinforced lip drugstore bottle. Standard drugstore bottle. Oh, look at that. That's an old beer bottle, a lot older than the contents of this pit. ABGM company. That's Adolphus Busch Glass Manufacturing Company. Would have had a cork top. Let's see. Another drugstore bottle with a reinforced lip. It looks like up here there's a couple pieces sticking out. Some kind of tool of some sort. And the lip of a bottle. They're one of those Paris styles. These are never embossed locally from Yankton. Maybe our first extract bottle, tooled top. Another beer bottle, tooled crown top. Oh, cold cream container, no embossing. Machine-made beer. Okay. G. Heilemann, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Old style lager. It's shoulder embossed right there. And what's this thing? Glycothiamine. Okay. It's a early machine-made piece. Another drugstore bottle. And another. And another. Tooled top beer. Tooled crown top, AB company, American bottle company. I probed out a ton of stuff here. You can see there's a couple pieces exposed. There's a tooled top malt extract bottle. Looks like some kind of chemical bottle. Pharmaceutical, Park Davis and Company. Little tooled top drugstore bottle, no embossing. I couldn't even get a shovel through the ground here. AB company, tooled top malt extract. Tooled crown top beer. No maker's mark. What do we got here? Looks like a little sample perfume bottle. Maybe a cologne. Broken malt extract. WF&S Milwaukee, that's William Franzen and Sons. They made beer bottles around the turn of the century. I guess the malt extract was popular in this house. Another tooled top. Tool top drugstore bottle, no embossing. Machine made beer. Oh wow, there's a Star of David on it. BB Company? I've never seen one of these. Wild. A little pill vial. Turn mold. Wall bomb and acid, druggist, Yankton, South Dakota. Cold cream container. Oh, it says something on it. It says cold cream. Niall cold cream. I've dug some Niall products before. This one's machine made. Another malt extract, tooled top. Some kind of a food product, tooled top bottle. Tool top drugstore bottle. I thought this one would be embossed. It's a little different style than the other ones we pulled up today. I'm down 7 or 8 feet. The bottom layer has been a bit quiet, but this trash layer keeps producing. Got a few drugstore bottles on the way, it looks like. Banner style. It's got a tooled top. Another wall bomb and acid. Yankton, South Dakota, drugstore bottle. Just a tooled top drugstore bottle. Okay, oh wow, a little opium vial. I've always been told these contain opium. And another one. Maybe they were going through some kind of medical issue at the residence during that time. Looks like maybe some kind of apothecary. Oh wow, might be whole. Warranted stone china. Looks like some kind of a dish of some sort. You can see it broke, that's why they threw it away. I found bottom down 8 feet. In the final corners here, there's a few pieces. Drugstore bottles mainly. It's a tooled top, unembossed. Another coffee cup. Awesome. This one seems a little older. That's a tooled top, but it's an earlier style. Oh, there we go. Another wall bomb and acid, Yankton, South Dakota. This one's a 1/2 ounce size. Awesome. Looks like some kind of bakelite piece here. That's the biggest bakelite syringe I've ever dug. That's wild. Look at that. It's like a banner style drugstore bottle. Another one of these amber pieces. No embossing. That's older though. Another banner, different embossing on the bottom there. Tooled top. This one's been sticking out of the side. Let's see. That's got the increments, but a tooled top. Worked our way up. We're almost done here. It's been sticking out of the side a while. Machine-made food bottle. This looks like a milk. Let's see. Big milk bottle. No writing on it though. Kind of little ointment jar of some sort. Cold cream container. What's this say? Registered oh, mentholatum. I've dug a lot of these over the years. Seen my videos, you've probably seen these before. Now it looks like there's one left. Some kind of a toiletry product, no embossing on it. It's like tooled top. Well, I think that's about it for this side. Now the final side. We've got some kind of really decorative piece on the way out. Look at this thing. I wonder what this is. Wow. I actually, okay, it's a cup. There would have been the handle. That royal blue is wild. Look at that. A few more pieces, but a bunch of broken stuff. Oh. Ink bottle. Sanford's ink. It was a popular product in its day. Looks like it's early machine made. This pit's done. The pit's all finished up. The thing must have been almost 9 feet deep with something else. Just a ton of pieces. Everything dated back to around 1910. I'll give a rundown of some categories. Some household wares. See some dishes. Those figurines. Got those citrate bottles. Food bottles. Some liquors, liquor bottles, liquor flasks, bunch of drugstore bottles, That's about typical for a residence. Some cold cream containers, some odds and ends, that mason jar and ammonia bottle, a bunch of beers. I stacked them all up there. Some pharmaceutical products, some toiletries lined up there, and the malt extracts at top. This was a really good dig. Look at this pit filled back in and hit the road.